What's going on, guys? It's Jeff. Sorry for not uploading yesterday. I know, grind or whatever. I didn't put a video out, that's all. I was still grinding or whatever. So basically, what I ended up getting to at this point... Oh yeah, by the way, thank you to everybody that's been subscribing to the channel recently, coming from trending and wherever else. A lot of new people tweeting at me and stuff as well, so... welcome. Thank you for showing up. I mean, nothing's really gonna change. Nothing has really changed on this channel for years, so if you like it, you like it. If you fucking don't, you probably ain't here anyway. So I'm on the shotguns, and at the moment, I am down to the final one. I'm at the double barrel. Also double battle pass XP for the preseason or whatever. Thing is, usually I feel like whenever I make a video and I talk about something that's super busted and shit, usually I feel like I'm ahead of the curve. But since I took yesterday off, if you played the game at all in any way, shape, or form, especially DOS House, you would know, obviously, the shotguns are winning. This is Vanguard, but... shotgun. It's probably the most stupid and ridiculous form of shotguns we have ever gotten, and to be honest, I'm expecting more to come. We figure that they're gonna end up nerfing these things one way or the other somehow, whether that's through damage, consistency, speed, if it's the gung-ho perk that needs to be hit, and if it is, how does that affect the other things, like, for example, the SMGs? That's what we figured was gonna be happening, you know, all the attachments, especially the proficiencies. I said something about the vital perk. Back during the beta, I was saying that shit. Turns out, when you start messing around with, you know, hitbox areas and other things like that, yeah, shit's kind of busted. If you don't know what Vital is by now, I mean, you probably haven't played the game, but basically, it's a proficiency that makes it so the general bonus that you get from hitting people higher is now also lower. So the general area that people can hit, they do more damage overall. Play any RPG games, this would be a flat percentage bonus to your overall damage if you are playing correctly and not shooting people in the fucking ankle. Or in an RPG's case, using the wrong rotation or whatever. One thing that's also been a not so talked about side effect of this shotgun meta, I mean, okay, obviously the combat shotgun is the best shotgun in the game, but there are other shotguns that are pretty good, but that's not okay. That's what a lot of people are running around with. That one and fully automatic ones with gung-ho that give you like 8,000 movement speed. It's not that they just have to deal with the weapon's strength in terms of its overall damage and has to adjust it that way. They also have to take away like the weapon's legs and shit. It's crazy. Do you think everything is gonna be fixed before Pacific comes out? That's not for me to like sit there and talk shit to Sledgehammer or whatever, but if you think all of this shit is actually gonna somehow be all okay and nobody's gonna discover anything brand fucking new, it could even be specific to Warzone Pacific. Just won't know until we have it. The big issue, obviously the combat shotgun, it just does way too much damage. The combat shotgun is way too strong in its current state, and then you combine it with, you know, gung-ho and stuff, and it's just, it's ridiculous. But in its current state by itself, combat shotgun is absolutely the biggest offender here. It's stuff like that right there, the riot shield. It's the combination of how strong that combat shotgun is, but also something that people aren't talking about, the riot shield. You would know that my last video was about the riot shield, and I talked about and complained about how this is probably the worst iteration of the riot shield we have ever actually gotten, because your character quite literally is not trained in the art of understanding how to even hold a riot shield properly to deflect bullets. Character will hold it down here and peek over the top for absolutely no reason. It's as if the character models are just kind of off. The character needs to hold the riot shield a little bit higher, but also the most ridiculous thing about the riot shield is that the riot shield is actually more effective while on your back than it actually is in front of you. They ended up fixing the riot shield because when they had initially dropped, character just doesn't have like the same kind of training or discipline or something to keep it in front of them. It's one thing to make the shield smaller or have a different shape, but literally the character does not protect themselves. One thing that a lot of people did, especially a lot of shipment players, we would end up throwing classes with a riot shield on our back. That's because whenever you put the riot shield on your back, your hitbox gets a little weird. It seems like bullets tend to vanish when they seem like they should be hitting you, like maybe in the top of your shoulders or around your waist or something. Because you have a riot shield on your back, sometimes the bullets would end up coming in contact with the riot shield instead of your character's hitbox when it shouldn't. On this game, it's even worse. You'll probably notice it because you're probably running around with a shotgun too. Whenever you try to shotgun people that have the riot shield on their back, especially when they're sprinting at you and the shield comes forward like this, when you blast them in the chest, it will literally do 0 damage. There is something wrong with the riot shield ever since they ended up, quote, fixing it. So not only are people running around and abusing the, you know, ridiculously powerful combat combat shotgun when they already have it gold 3 times over from the amount that they've been abusing it. This combo might be one of the most powerful combos we've ever seen in Call of Duty history. The combat shotgun with gung-ho and all of the range increasing shit with the combo of the strangely invulnerable and very, very hitboxy riot shield. It's literally more effective on your back than it is in front of you. Just got a Kimbo. Let's try it out. First time I'm gonna try it. Oh, goodness. Okay, yeah, it's much better, Kimbo. Like, I mean, obviously 2 is better than 1. It's just like... Also, we have a UFC card. Hopefully this shit will be adjusted soon. I don't know. Man has armor on. I mean, obviously the shotguns are just overtuned as well, but holy shit. It's crazy though. It's crazy how you can go from the trench gun that everybody is just abusing, the combat shotgun or whatever. It's crazy how you can use that one and abuse the shit out of that. And then you go and use the other versions of the shotguns and it's just, they're nothing in comparison. It makes the other shotguns just obsolete. Oh my god. Akimbo basically ends up shoring this weapon's biggest weakness up in its reload speed and its overall range. See, adding Akimbo to this, obviously, I mean, Akimbo, any of the weapons should be better, in theory. But this one shores up its biggest weakness the most. It's not that its range or overall power was a problem. It just, for some odd reason, when it has Akimbo, its reload is actually faster. It's as if you already have sleight of hand. There's just so much value in this Akimbo perk that it's a no-brainer to use it. The only thing you can't do is ADS with this thing. You just build it for hipfire to basically have it have ADS range. I equipped Akimbo at the start of the game and just absolutely no brain process whatsoever. Also, there's a UFC tonight, Max Holloway versus Yair Rodriguez. Obviously, I'm gonna go with Max Holloway. I'm picking Max on every single fight except maybe Volkanovski just because of how it's gone, but I mean, to me, Volk and Max are like at this exact same level. It just ends up being the fact that matchup-wise, Volk beats it. But I feel like there are people that Max has beaten that Volkanovski could also potentially have a problem with. It's all about matchups and shit like that. You know what I mean? Volk is obviously insane. I know that people hate that I take away from it and I try to build Max Holloway up and shit just because he's a cool guy, blah, blah, blah. But I'm not going to sit here just because he's a cool guy, sit there and try to downplay how good he actually fucking is. Ben Rothwell versus Delima. Felicia Spencer versus Leah Letts. I'm gonna go with Ben Rothwell, Felicia over Leah. Miguel Beza versus Chaos Williams. I'm going with Chaos. And then Song Yadong versus Julio Arce. I gotta go with Song Yadong. He's just gonna throw bombs. I already know he is. I mean, that's all he ever does is just throw this card actually also comes on sooner, so oh fuck. I actually probably should get started on actually editing this video. Good luck with the shotguns. Hopefully they adjust them soon. Hopefully they do something about the riot shield too. Maybe we can mention the riot shield being on your back protects you like too much. It makes your hitbox weird. Sledgehammer, you know what I mean? Good luck.